Hello, hello, my friends. This is Ashley. If you are new, and I'm coming at you today with a brand new planner. I have just been very uninspired with what I've been doing with my planners lately. I just haven't been feeling it, you guys, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because that's that middle of the year itch. I don't know if it's just because I'm pregnant and everything feels uninspiring. I don't really know, but I just wanted something different for my to-do planner. I have a planner that I list things on every day for my to-do list, and it kind of just gives me incentive and motivation to tick things off of that list every day. And so I just wasn't happy with the one that I was using. I've changed it a couple of times. It still just wasn't working for me. And I thought, I really want to try a horizontal, which is really weird for me to say because usually I'm a vertical girl. But I just have been feeling different things lately. So I went to Walmart and I found this planner. I absolutely 100% adore it. It's from the Mint Green collection. It's from that brand. And I really, really like it, you guys. It's so pretty. It was like $9. It was a little less than $9. And it has like all these scriptures inside for each of the, I wish I had a pocket here, but I'm probably going to have to put one in it. But it just has, it just has scriptures. It has really pretty script throughout. See, like every divider has scripture on both sides, and then it just has like a dashboard for the month, and then you have your monthly that I've already done in here because I just wanted to see what it was going to look like. I really like this. And then it has your weekly. So I've done this week. This is this week that we are in right now, and today is Monday. Yeah, and so I love it. I think it's great. So this is what I'm going to use for my to-do planner, okay? So we're just going to get going, and I'm going to do the week of the 3rd through the 9th, and we're just going to do it, okay? Because I think it's going to be fun, and I also think that I'm going to really like utilizing it a lot. So I'm going to use this kit from Raindrops on Paper Co. It is really cute. It gives me definite, is this one I want to use? It just has so many boxes that I feel like I'm not going to use. But I feel like I could totally like use them in other places. So I think this is what I'm going to use. But it's super, super pretty. I really like it. And it gives me 4th of July vibes for sure. And because it's blue, red, and then it does have the green in it, but it still feels that way to me. And that's what we're going to use. Okay, so we're just going to get going. So I hope that you guys have had a good couple of weeks. It's been a while since I have uploaded anything. It's been a while since I've filmed. I have done some planning, as you can see, like off camera, but I have not been feeling it, you guys. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. Like, I just haven't felt it. I do this as a hobby, and I've just been so sick with this pregnancy, and I've been trying to get into a routine of keeping my house clean and keeping it cleaner every day instead of just having it like build up, and then having 2 days where I have to clean it and then build up. Like, I've been trying to get into routines and things to keep it clean more consistently. And because of that, it's just been like, I just haven't felt inspired lately. Like, I was telling my friend Tanya today, I was like, do you ever just feel like you're not inspired to do like any of your hobbies? You just feel blah, like everything feels blah. And she was like, yes, all the time. And I'm like, okay, it's not just me, but that's how I've been feeling lately. I just feel like this is not it. Like, it's just not doing it for me. None of this is doing it for me. Nothing is doing it for me. Like, I'm just not feeling it. I have a junk journal I'm working on for a client. Haven't been feeling it. Like, I just need to push to get it done, and I just haven't felt it. And I don't like to like force myself to do things like that because it's not going to be the best quality that it would be, I'm going to have to put the holiday right there so it can cover that part up, but I'll find a sticker for that in a second. But I just, I don't like to push myself to be creative in that way because it's not going to be the same quality as if I'm feeling super inspired. And so then when I get the journal done, like it's not going to be as good of a product for that person as it is for the next person when I'm super inspired and I'm feeling on top of my game. So it's been taking forever. I think I was supposed to have it done. Now it is my friend, so she's very understanding and she's been so sweet, but I've just been so flipping sick. I gave her like a super crazy discount for this journal, and then I was like, okay, I'm going to try to get it done to you in 3 weeks, and it's been like 3 months. It's been horrible, and I feel so bad. That is never what happens with my clients. Like, usually I'm only like ever like a week off from what I say, if anything at all. I'm really, really a stickler for deadlines. When I tell you I'm going to have something done in a certain time frame, like I am on it, because I just really believe in that, keeping your word and all of those things. But it's just, I have just been so sick and so uninspired that it has been a chore. It has been a chore, and I don't want it to be a chore. I want it to come naturally, and I want it to be fun, and it just hasn't felt like that. So I've just been struggling, you guys, and I know that part of it is because I'm pregnant, and I have been feeling so horrible and achy, and actually the morning sickness is subsiding a little bit. I was telling Joshua yesterday, like, it is getting better. I can certainly tell the difference. I'm a little over 10 weeks now, and it is different. My due date is a little bit different than what I thought it was. It wasn't off by much, but it was off just a little. And let's see, 1, 2. I don't really want to use this one because I think that I can carry it over pretty easily. So I'm going to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I just need one of these as well. Okay. But I have just felt so crumb-tastic that it has just not been fun at all. And I have just not felt myself. I haven't felt on top of my game. You know what I mean? And yeah, I think I might leave the green box too, because I'm going to try to leave off as much green as I can, because I want it to give all the 4th of July vibes. Okay, so I shake super bad. So nothing's wrong with me. I'm perfectly okay. I get a lot of people who are like, are you okay? Like, I know it can be alarming. I get it, but I am okay. Honestly, I don't know why I shake so badly. I am looking into it because I really think I might have a mercury sensitivity. I might have gotten a little bit of mercury poisoning because of fillings in my mouth. Like I grew up in a time where like they were just like, oh, put fillings in their teeth and like all the metal. And that's kind of the way that it was when I was growing up. And so because of that, like, I have a lot of fillings in my mouth. My teeth have always been super weak, and I've always had really weak teeth for whatever reason. And I'm very susceptible to cavities and things like that, especially when I was younger. And I just have, which has caused me so many problems now that I've become an adult. But anyways, but I have, a lot of metal fillings, and I really think that that's what it is. Like, I've done a lot of research on it. My dad actually shakes super bad, and that's what his doctor told him it was, because he was like freaking out. Like, he was scared he had like Parkinson's, and like, no joke, like he was really nervous about what was going on with him because of how bad the shaking is. And it's just like that for me. Like, it's super bad, especially my left hand, I'm left-handed, so my left hand is the worst. And yeah, so it's super bad, and it's really annoying. So okay, I just want to use all of this washi because it's so cute. But yeah, I do shake really badly, and I don't know why. It's just, I think that's what it is. I really do. I think that I got mercury poisoning from fillings in my teeth, and there's like, I mean, I can have them all removed, but can you imagine? I mean, they're only supposed to last like a few years anyways, and I've had them for like a really long time, so in all reality they need to be replaced anyway. But I'm pretty positive that that's what's going on with my mouth, and that's why I shake so badly. And it's absolutely, it just gets worse as time progresses. It just gets continually worse, and I just think that that's what's going on, and it's really not fun. But it's okay. All right, so I am going to do this, and super cute. I just really like this. I just like this planner. I think I love it so much because it's different, but sometimes you just need something different, you know? And this is a $9 planner, and I did cut that just a little bit. So, you know, if I didn't like it, then what was, you know, I would have found a way to purpose it somehow, and I did not cut that straight. I was looking at the page behind it, not the right one, and I cut it crooked. But you know, like, what's the real harm if I didn't like it? Not much. So it was like $8 and some odd cents, and it's really adorable, cute, and I just think I needed something different. So I'm the kind of person that can use the same kind of planner for years in a row, and it's fine. But here lately, I just have not felt that way. I just need something different. I need to change it up, and that's how I felt. I just felt like it was getting monotonous. Okay, this is so cute, but I just want to pull in that blue. And I think I'm going to do it, and it's going to be way extra and probably a little overboard, and I'm probably going to cut this completely crooked, but we're going to do this. So anyways, I went to Walmart and looked around, and Walmart has Happy Planner too. So I don't know how it is around you, but my Michaels don't have planner stuff anymore. At least they didn't when the last time I went in there. They don't sell Recollections planners anymore at all, and they didn't have anything planner related hardly at all. Like, they barely had anything the last time I went in there. I don't know what the heck's going on. I don't know if they just stopped carrying them. I don't know if they just weren't selling them well. I don't know, but they were just not selling basically anything. And I was like, wow, this sucks. And so my Joann is like super tiny. I only have one in my whole area, which is so weird to me because this is like, I live in a big city, like a big city, right? Like, we're climbing above Birmingham. So I live in Rocket City. I live, well, next to Rocket City. I live in a city that surrounds it. But anyways, I live in a large area. And I mean, I don't understand why, you know, stuff just doesn't sell here. I don't know if it's just everywhere. You're going to have to tell me. Maybe they just don't sell them anymore. Maybe your Michaels is the same way. But whatever it is, you know, they're already closing all Tuesday mornings down, which is my most beloved store ever, and it has been for years. They're closing it down. And before they closed it down, they weren't even selling crafting stuff anyways, really. Then they started selling the crafting stuff again, and then they just shut it down and closed and sold out to someone else. So there's that. And then now the Michaels doesn't sell any planner things, My Hobby Lobby does, and I have a few Hobby Lobbies around. Like, let's just be honest. The Southern, love store is Hobby Lobby. Like, everybody loves Hobby Lobby around here. And so I do have that still. And they sell Happy Planner stuff, and they sell their own brand of stuff. Like, the Paper Studio planners are amazing, so don't get me wrong. Like, I do have that option, and I love it. But as far as anything else, like, I have nothing else. And so it's just frustrating. And I think that's part of, like, why I don't feel inspired, because there's nowhere for me to go and, like, just look at stuff, like, everything's online now. Like, you have to order it online, which means you're not getting the best prices because things are more expensive online. And so you're doing all of this stuff, and it's like, well, that kind of sucks. Like, you don't feel like oh my gosh, I got this for a steal. I got all of these things for this amount of money. Like, it's like a chore to restock on your supplies, because you're going to have to pay full price for it, and it sucks. And so, I don't know. It's just the fun has been taken out of it, and I don't like that. Okay, so this is what I usually do. I alternate between the full boxes and the checklist. So full box checklist, full box checklist, full box checklist, full box checklist. You get it. So that's kind of what I've done. And I leave the middle for, like, things that I'm doing during the day. Like, this is the biggest thing I need to get done today. We need to start back on our lessons. We've taken a little time off because Jaren was here, but we need to get back started this week. And so I just have some little things that we'll be doing. And then I have my checklist. The checklist is the most important part, okay? So this day, I need to make sure all of the food and all of the things, and I think my child has stolen the top off of my pen, and I can't stand that. Like, I feel the need for the lid. I like the weight that the lid gives, and I don't like to write with it without it having the lid on it. But, he looks like he took it off, so it is what it is. So, yes, I need to make sure that we have all of the stuff. I'm just going to put last minute. Oh, this is the one that doesn't work. So, no, he didn't take the lid off. He just swiped my pen and has done something with it. So, that's cool. It's always fun. Now I'm going to have to use this janky pen because I need to go get some more pens, you guys. Like, I need to just say, okay, Ashley, bite the bullet and just admit that it's time, like, to buy some more. It just needs to happen. Okay, the boys are supposed to be playing with their brother upstairs, and he just made his way downstairs, which is not a good thing. That means you're not playing with him and not paying attention to the fact that he just escaped. Okay, they're supposed to be actively playing toys with him. He needs to learn how to play, and he doesn't. He wants to just cling to me and climb all over me all day long. It's terrible. Okay, so that's what I need to do. I need to do last minute supplies for July the 4th, which is our family is all coming over, and we're having this big old cookout and all of these things. I don't really know what we're going to get into. I guess we're just going to have to see. But, yeah, so I do need to find some holiday stickers. Do I know where they are? Oh my gosh, no. I have moved my office space again. Like, how many times am I going to do this? A lot, I guess. I've moved it all around where I hated my desk. I took it out. I just put this huge long table in here instead. Like, you guys can see it. Like, just this plastic table. Took out my nice metal desk. Like, it wasn't even nice. It was, like, beat up. I took out my big, nice, huge conference desk that was, like, a lot of money. Put it in the garage because I absolutely hated it. Then I put in a metal desk because I liked the L shape and I just liked the functionality of it a bit better. Now I've decided I hate that too. It's just not working for me. I just need a big long space, not like compartmentalized space. I need like a big long area where I can just spread everything out and say bleh, and then work on it. Like, that's what I need. And I'm just coming to terms with the reality of things, is that, like, that's what I need. Okay, I have no idea what I've done with my holiday stickers. I haven't seen them in a little bit. and I can't find them. And I know I have a whole bunch of them, but do you think I know where they are? No, obviously not, because I'm telling you I don't. But I don't. I just can't find them anywhere. I don't know where they're at. Okay, so I'm going to have to just, yeah, I'm going to have to just, let me check one more spot that I could have possibly put them in. I'm going to have to just look for it off camera and find it and put it on there. But yeah, I've just been uninspired. I'm telling you, I can't get my crap together. Like, it's just not gelling right now. And it's usually not like that for me, but sometimes I do get that way to where I just like, it just, nothing feels right. Everything's off. And I'm like, okay, yeah, this is not it. This is all fall related. So I'll have to keep looking. I know that I have it somewhere. I just have like a ton of stickers everywhere. And I've got to collect them all together and figure out where my stuff is at. I know it's somewhere around here, and that's what's bothering me the most, is that like I know it's somewhere. I just don't know exactly where. Okay, so this is the 4th of July. I am going to put a box there so that we know that that's what's going in that spot. Ooh, that's like so much blue. Is there any other stuff we have that's not, I wanted it to be a bigger box, but it's okay. We're just gonna put this one because at least it's got something on it since it's not a big box. We're gonna put this one. And then I'll just put it kind of big on here. So I'm gonna put this one on the bottom of it. And I'm gonna put this one because it's like a lighter blue color. Where did my tweezers go? Right here. So this one will go here on this spot on my planner that I don't know what it is. Okay, so Monday's gonna be like super clean. Like, girlfriend, you gotta clean your house, make sure that it's all in order and everything is good, because my family's coming. Now, I don't know if my brother and his wife and his son are coming. She is pregnant and she's, I think, 37 weeks now. And so they are, she went to the doctor and she was like 30% effaced and 1 centimeter. And so she thinks that it's going to be like any day, which I would never say this, but that's funny to me because it's not. I mean, I don't know. Like, her body could change its mind and it could be any day. Like, it seriously could. But just based on the information, like, you could go weeks and weeks like that. Like, you know, that. But, you know, sometimes there are people who, if you have been in that position 50 times, which this is, you know, I've lost a pregnancy, and then I had 3 chemical pregnancies, like super, super early on. But I lost a pregnancy at 7.5 weeks, and then I have carried 4 to term, and now I am pregnant again, 10.5 weeks with this little person that I don't know if it's a boy or girl. But it doesn't matter how many babies you have. Sometimes people just, they think they're the exception to the rule, or they just don't think your advice is, you know, they don't think that it's worth listening to, I guess. I don't know. Whole house cleaning. Yeah. So that's kind of where we're at. I don't know if it's because I'm the big sister and they don't listen to anything I say. I mean, that's quite a possibility. That's, you know, what I say does not, it's like one ear out the other. It's like I'm not talking. Like, I'm telling you what's happening, but it's like I'm not saying anything because you're not going to listen either way. So that's just kind of how that dynamic is. And it's like that with my sister too. Like, she will listen to everyone else who have been through it once. I've been through it 5 times. She doesn't listen to anything I say, but listens to the person who's only been through it 1 time and has nothing no similarities in her situation, but she will listen to that instead of yes every time. And I don't know. I think it's just because it's that like younger sibling versus older sibling dynamic, and that's fine. But it's funny to me because you can literally go like a long period of time. Like that's not a lot. 30% effaced is like nothing. And 1 centimeter, I lived at 2 centimeters, 3 centimeters with, a couple of my kids, and that just doesn't mean anything. But it's okay. It's fine. It could happen. It could just like escalate and totally happen all in one day. I mean, you never know how your body's going to work. Okay, so yes, this is happening. Yes, all the family's coming over. We're doing all the things. We're having hamburgers and hot dogs and barbecue and all of this yummy food. I don't know that we're going to have a lot of people there, but my husband like goes all out for things like that. And holidays. Oh my gosh, yes. It's so pretty of a font, and I ruined it by writing this scribble. Look at it. Like, whoops, ew. That's so ugly. But I was just going to leave it, but now that I know I have this script, I'm not even going to try. I say that, and now I'm going to try. Oh, yes, friend. Thank you. But yeah, so I think I'm going to use a red since I switched anyways, because I just want to put as much red in here as I possibly can. Okay, so anyways, I don't know how many people we're actually going to have. Could just be us and my parents. But, it's us and my parents, and we're going to have a good time, and it's going to be fine. Let's see. What was I going to do here? This. Okay. Clean house. Yes, friend. Okay. This is going to be when they are here. And then, so I have to put that holiday thing. This sticker is a little crooked, so if you can tell that, don't judge. It's okay. I'm not going to fix it because it might rip. And so then we have Wednesday. Now, Wednesday I have a doctor's appointment. I'm super excited. It is my very first doctor's appointment officially. I did go to the ER last week. I saw some spotting, and it terrified the bejesus out of me because I have lost a baby a little bit before this period of time that I am at now, and I was petrified that was happening. Like, I really thought it was happening. If you guys haven't heard about my experience with that loss, I do have it on my other channel, House of Johnsons, and I kind of explain what happened and the traumatizing experience that did happen to me at the hospital. I waited 14 and a half hours for them to tell me I was losing my baby while I lost it in the waiting room chair, and I already knew I had lost it by the time they finally told me, and they knew by hour 1.5 that I had lost it, but they made me sit there in the waiting room that long before they actually told me anything. They could have just told me, but they didn't. They made me wait, and it was really, really awful. That was when my husband was drinking, so it wasn't good. He was drunk. He was making a scene. It was absolutely horrible. I was by myself in the waiting room because he had to go and be with our kids, which he shouldn't have been with our kids. Like, it was just a very stressful, horrible, bad situation. And so I was terrified that this was happening again, but my husband is not the same man that he was. He has Jesus, and he is a godly man, and he handled it like a champ. And when I told him I was bleeding, he was scared and terrified as well, but he held it together for me, and he was there for me every step of the way. And he was like, we're going to the ER. I was like, no, I don't even want to. He was like, we're doing it. We're getting peace of mind. We're going to figure this out. He like rushed my kids to my mom's house. He took care of everything. He fixed their plates for my mom so she wouldn't have to, brought them food to her house, and did all of these things, and then rushed me to the hospital, was there for me, holding my hand the whole time, like lightening the mood, trying to keep my mind off of things. And it was a very different experience. And I think that, and I'm going to cry about it because I'm pregnant and hormonal, but I think that was the Lord's way of just reassurance and restoration turning what was bad into good. Do you see what I mean? Like showing me the differences in my life and the things that he's manifested into my life and changed. It's just been in huge ways. So it is a praise report, but there was nothing wrong. Somehow at some point doing something got my cervix a little bit irritated and there was just some spotting. The baby is absolutely healthy. Everything is great. My fluid levels are great. Everything is perfect. It's measuring exactly where it's like 3 days difference, but that always happens a couple days, give or take, than what you think it was, depending on if you ovulated early or late. But it was 3 days off from the date that I thought it was. So my due date is January the 20th with this baby. And so everything was perfection. But it scared me to death. And it also scared me because with the first baby, with the first loss that we had, I went into the doctor, and when she tried to do a sonogram, she couldn't see, and because there was nothing there was no fetal pole and no gestational sac in my uterus, and so she said I have to do a transvaginal exam, which means they have to go in vaginally instead of just on the surface of your stomach, and she still didn't find anything, so that was like, it had already passed, and this time she said she couldn't see and needed to go in transvaginally, so I was about to have a heart attack. I just knew that was it. Like, that was what I needed to know. I was losing the baby. It was horrible. And I had just put it in my mind, like, you have to prepare yourself. And that was not the case. It was just she couldn't see from that angle and she needed a better angle. And that was it. And it was perfectly fine. The baby is totally healthy. And thank goodness for that. But anyways, I have been to the ER, so they don't let you see anything, right? Like when they do ultrasound like that, you don't get to see anything or hear the heartbeat, because if there is something wrong, they don't want you to know by hearing no heartbeat, so they don't let you hear it. But this baby's heartbeat was 150, so it is perfectly healthy and normal, within normal range, and it is... yes, it makes me very happy. So, all of that to say, I was just letting you know a little bit of what's been going on. All of that to say, I do have a doctor's appointment on Wednesday, and it's my first official doctor's appointment. I've had to wait weeks for them to have an available slot for me. I called them 3 weeks ago. I've been waiting 3 weeks. I've had to jump through hoops for this doctor's appointment. But had to go to a preliminary appointment a whole city away, 2 cities away, for insurance things, to jump through hoops with that. And so I'm okay. Everything's good. Wednesday is my appointment. Okay. All of that to say that. Okay. So that's what I know from the beginning of the week. The later part of the week is a little bit more fuzzy because we have had Jaron for 2 weeks, and we've had him 2.5 weeks. Well, we'll actually have had him right? Like 2.5, 3 weeks. I don't even know at this point. I'm very confused. 2 weeks, okay? 2 weekends. One of those weekends was supposed to be ours. One of those weekends was supposed to be hers, but we got him instead because we get him part of the summer, like part of the month in June, part of the month in July. That's how they decided to do that. And because of that, our weekends are messed up now. So technically, this is supposed to be her weekend. But this week that we're in is our week. Like this, we have him now. Like we have him today. We bring him back home on this day, and then they leave for the beach on this day. So they leave for the beach in our technical weekend. So this week would be her technical weekend, but I don't know if she's keeping him 2 weekends in a row or if we'll just fall in to get him her weekend and then they'll be wrong. I don't know, because she's so particular about keeping her original weekend, and honestly, it doesn't matter to me as long as we get him consistently. I don't even care whose weekend it is, but it apparently matters to some people. So, if it matters to her, then go for it, but I gotta wait to see what's happening. So, I don't really know what's going on with that. So we'll have to wait and see what the princess would like for it to be, and that's really just how it is. So it's fine. I really don't care. Like, I'm just not that person. You know what I mean? I'm just not. Like, I don't care about the small things. It's not that big of a deal to me, but you know, some people just have to be in ultimate control, and they have to feel like they're controlling the situation or controlling other people. And if they don't feel like that, then they get very, very upset, and it's just not worth that to me. Like, I just don't care enough to worry about that. So yes, we'll just have to figure it out. Okay, so Sunday will be church. I don't know what's going on at Sunday evening. I know they'll probably have Royal Rangers, but I don't know what happens after that, so we'll just have to see. So I'm not going to put a whole lot on this part of the week. I'm just going to kind of leave it alone, but I'm just going to put a couple of stickers. I'm just not going to put anything down for it because I just don't know what's happening for sure. So we're just going to kind of leave it be, and then, you know, when it comes, we'll be able to fill it in, and that's fine. I'm sure there will be enough going on. I can fill in these boxes with plenty more to do if I wanted. So we're just going to go for it, and I'm just going to put some stuff down, and we'll just go from there. So, yeah. Also, it's a little bit confusing to pre-plan because this is the summer, and summers are very unpredictable for my husband's schedule. He doesn't know what's happening from day to day most of the time in the summer, much less like from week to week. And so sometimes, usually he's not off on Saturdays. Every now and then he is. And so it just really depends. So we're just going to put some boxes there. So Tuesday, I've got to find a holiday sticker for that. And then Wednesday, I have my first doctor's appointment, so I do have to take the boys. So I just need to put some stuff down. So I'm going to put cook. I'm making a few different desserts as well. Like, Joshua's got the grill thing handled, the meat. That's not my avenue. It's not my lane. But I will do, like, I'll help him with the sides, and then I'm going to do a few desserts as well to add to the mix. So we're going to cook, and then this, I have to take the boys to my mom's house and then go all the way back. I'm going to see if she'll just watch them here, because it would be so much easier, and I'll love her forever, and maybe she will. Maybe I can get her to watch them at my house and then go, because it's like 15 minutes away from my house, but it's like 40 minutes away from her house. So I'll have to bring them all the way to her house, then drive 40 minutes back, and then go all the way back to her house to pick them up, come back home, and then we have church that night in the same city she lives in. Hopefully it's not about that life. Hopefully she'll just come and stay with them. Okay, so that's going to be it for now. I'll let you know how this week turns out, but this is how this week is turning out. It is only Monday, but as you can see, I've filled my to-do list in, so we're going to get it done. And yeah, so hopefully I can stick with this. I really do like this planner, like I said, and we'll see how it goes. So thank you guys so much for watching. I truly appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.